Hey there everyone, welcome back again to iPadEssentials, and in this video I will show you how you can develop full-blown application inside your iPad. And for that, here you can see I am in my computer screen, and this time I am using typical Windows. And if you are in macOS or MacBook, it really doesn't matter, the process still going to remain same. If you want me to make a dedicated Mac video, just do let me know. I can repeat the same process in Mac as well. So here, in order to develop application, here I am using VS Code, which is one of the most common code editor used by developers. Now here, consider the scenario. Let's say you are working on certain app and you cannot carry your PC because it is desktop, or maybe even it is laptop. You do not want to carry it with you. So what we can do in such case is we can use our iPad as a development device. For that, first of all, here in our computer screen, we need to go in VS Code. By the way, if you have not installed it, I would recommend you to install it. And then here, go to account. Most probably you are already signed in, just like me, because most of us use GitHub. If you are not signed in, I would recommend you to sign up for GitHub and then simply sign in here in VS Code. After signing in, again, let's click on it and click on this option which says turn on remote tunnel access. Now here we need to click on enable. Now we have got these two options. One is just for this particular session. So, if you want to do this for first time or single time, I would recommend you to choose with this option. Or you are not sure, or you are more previously focused. But let's say, you want to use your iPad as a development device anytime, whenever you are logged in, maybe then you can use this particular option which says install as a service. Alright, so let's go with this first option in this video, and based on request I can also create a video on this particular topic. Now let's click on turn on for this session, and now you have got these two options. Either you can go with GitHub or you can use your Microsoft account. Let's use GitHub, and then you're gonna see this kind of screen, and I am going to click on continue and then click on this option which says authorize VS Studio Code, and let's click on always allow and open. Now here you're going to see this kind of message which says starting remote tunnel. Now we need to wait for a while, and meanwhile this opened. Let me also mirror my iPad screen in Windows. And by the way, if you want to know how we can mirror our iPad screen in Windows, please do let me know, or do check out the video that I have created in iPadEssentials, where you're going to find ton of content related to your iPad. And if you like it, please make sure you subscribe. Now we will wait for a while, and let's actually click here on starting remote tunnel, which is taking some time. Alright, so in case of my iPad, what I will do is I will copy this and will type it here. So let me actually type vscode.dev and then / and then here tunnel and then the name of the host. Now let's hit OK. So this is my iPad, guys, and there you go. Now let me make it cross, and it says opening remote, and here we need to connect with same GitHub account. And let me also connect keyboard and mouse to my iPad for better experience. And here it is problem related to Safari, where the browser have blocked opening a new tab. So let's go here in browser setting and fix that. So here I simply tapped on retry, and then here I am going to use my GitHub account, and there you go. After signing in, I can see my system here, and if I tap here I have access to all my documents. Now let me actually open the same document. Now here we can see on the right hand side is iPad, and on the left hand side is my Windows. Now here, in order to open the same project, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to know what is the path of this. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to click on reveal in folder. So in this way I know that this is the path. So I'm going to copy this path, and I am going to open the same path in my iPad. So let me go here in open folder dialog. And now here I am going to type the following, which is F colon and then the path. And here you can see, and this is exactly what I wanted to open. Now I have opened the correct application and I am ready to use this. Now here I have access to my code and I can do whatever I want. For example, let me run this application. For that, let's open terminal. And of course I need to trust this folder and continue. Now let me type npm run dev, and this is I am doing in my iPad. Now this is running in localhost, and let me open this in browser. And again I need to authorize. And there you go. The application is running. I am able to successfully run this application directly from my iPad. And in this way, we can develop several different kind of environment. So right now I am running Next.js using vscode.dev through my iPad. Now let's say, you want to install other extension. You can quickly go here and, for example, I would like to install Claude or maybe Copilot. You can do that as well. You can go here, click on Claude or any other, I'm just letting you know. And this is installed. And in this way, you can use your iPad as a development device. And here I am running a VS Code through my iPad. And even if, let's say, I make some adjustment to this application, I will be seeing the change taking place in my desktop environment. So let's say I want to write here SWA, just, to show you. Let me go back here, open the same file, which was here app and then layout. You can see that the change happened in real time. Let me also keep them side by side, and let me again put P back, and you can see in iPad it still display the same, but maybe after some time that change will get synced. In this way we can utilize our iPad for coding and development. Hope you find this helpful and informational. If so, then please make sure you subscribe, and I will see you with one such another iPad tutorial. Till then, you take care and bye bye.